So I caved, and I've gone all in on Pokemon, and yes, he has a squishy belly. So I picked up Snorlax off of Amazon, actually. I saw some videos on YouTube and I thought, wow, that looks really cool. And I have been collecting quite a few Pokemon because I just think that the creative possibilities are endless. So I snagged him as soon as I could. I didn't really feel like running around trying to find him, and usually I'm all for that, but I just figured why not grab this one early. I grabbed him off Amazon, and actually it was a pretty good deal, so if it's something that you're looking for, check it out. But I just thought this one had a lot of character. It looks like fun with his foot technology, and the fact that I just think he's just a funny character in general. I thought I'd get it ahead of time, and he comes with his little black jewel, and I don't have the actual piece that makes the noises, but it's still pretty neat. Anyways, here he is in some green, taking a nap like he does, and I just love the way that his articulation works because you can kind of sprawl him out. And here's Pichu, just to give you a size comparison. You know, he's pretty big. I'm not sure that he's quite in scale, but I do think that he does look really good in scale with smaller, regular sized Pokemon. With 6-inch figures, I think I'm not 100% sure on the scale, but I think he's a bit small. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below if he's supposed to be bigger than, a lot bigger than like this Ash figure, for example. But I think he looks really good. He came out really good. His paint scheme, it's a really clean. He's got a little bit of missing paint on the feet, but nothing major. I really like that his feet are on a ball joint, and you can kind of mess with them to do well. Actually, oddly enough, his feet are really poseable. Here he is, like I said, next to Ash, and again, size-wise, I still think this is cool. It's working. He does have a squishy tummy. The rest of him is a nice, solid plastic, and yeah, I just think this is a lot of fun. A fun character, a fun figure, and I think he fits in scale really well with the other Pokemon. So his head is on a ball joint, and actually when I was taking it out of the package, I almost pulled it off completely. He was in there pretty good. It can just turn side to side really well. I'm just doing it with one hand, but anyways, his arm bends at the elbow, and it's on a ball joint and a hinge at the shoulder, and actually gives him a really nice range of motion for that. Obviously, he's got these little stumpy arms, so you're not, going to pose Snorlax doing a whole lot of dynamic, crazy poses, but I think the poses that he can get into are pretty fun. His feet are on a really, really neat new technology for this type of figure, but his actual feet are on a ball joint, and then they're on this really cool kind of a disc that can turn around to spread his feet out or bring them closer, and then you can make it look like he's totally like walking or sitting down or laying down, and I just think that's really cool and a lot of fun for a figure like this, because to be quite honest with you, I think that the majority of figures like this, if they had feet attached, we would get very limited posability. So I think that this technology is really neat for a figure like this. Typically, I think you'd get just two stumpy legs that could maybe rotate, but really wouldn't do anything. And I just think this is really expressive, and I think it works out perfect. So, yeah. He looks really good. He looks like he could lay down and be lazy, and it all works. It totally works. This is just kind of giving an example of how the leg articulation works, but the feet, like I said, they're on a ball joint, so they hinge pretty well for being a ball joint, and you can turn them around and everything. And then there's the disc that swivels around. So here you go. You can bring his feet closer or separate them out. So Snorlax, I think, just came out really, really good. Really great for a Tomy figure and for the price points. Yeah. So as well, I picked up Rockruff and one of these Ultra Balls. I've never really picked any of this up. I just thought I'd give it a shot. I just really like the Lycanroc characters. And if you check out my Instagram page, you'll see I did some photo photography with the other two characters, some Halloween stuff that I thought was fun. But I just really like that you know, Ash has never had a rock Pokemon, so I don't know. I think this is just kind of a fun idea, and I think that the creative possibilities with any type of little puppies or dogs for like 6-inch scaled figures or 1/12 scaled figures, I just think it's fun. You could do so much with it. So I had them here, just in some rocks, and I just wanted to show all 3 of them together. But I've never, like I said, I've never been into Pokemon, but kind of collecting them, I love the amount of detail on these little figures, what they're able to do. I just think they do a really good job. I couldn't get over when I got Lycanroc that they did their little paws, and same thing here for Rockruff. You know, it's well done for what it is. And yeah, I think, you know, any art, anything that you appreciate, it's all in the details. I also picked up the sleeping one at one of my local anime shops, actually Anime Pop here in Dallas, Texas, or in Addison. I love the idea of all the little things you can do with the different characters, even though they are static figures that don't move. I think the creative possibilities are really open, and that's super important to me and super fun to let the mind go. But yeah, I thought I would do this review at the same time. But here's Snorlax with Rockruff, and I thought this was kind of fun. You know, he's this little dog taking on this big giant sleeping. Snorlax could care less about the little puppy, but he's I don't know, pretty fierce looking. So I thought might be kind of fun. Oh, and just as a update to my Lycanroc Midnight review, I did end up getting a new one, and it is a really nice figure. The original one that I had gotten was broke right out of the package, so it's nice to have it. And I was able to do a fun shoot with this. Again, check out my Instagram page, Where's My Sword. I did kind of well, I don't want to spoil it, but I did a Halloween story with Lycanroc and Lycanroc Midnight form, and I do have more to come. But here's everybody. I picked up the sleeping Pikachu as well. Everybody's taking a nap, and yeah, I just thumbs up to these figures. Thumbs up to Pokemon figures in general. Never really had an appreciation for them. Did grow up with Pokemon, and I think figure photography has opened up my eyes to so much more, and I have so much respect for all the folks on Instagram who are super creative, for artists, for anybody who's kind of blazing their own trail and doing things that they enjoy and being successful at it. So thank you guys so much for watching.